Hey everyone, we had a wonderful day today. It was an amazing 3 hours which we wanted to see, and heading into the New York session. We just wrapped it up today, and we're actually on the day two. And if you have not been there, I think you're missing out because we have made it to be very educating. Okay, let's go back to see what we have on the chat, and then let's see what we can do for the non-attendees. Okay, so we spoke about the okay, the card actually showing this with this filling candle here, and we expect the card to still continue rising up to this, testing this structure again, which was previous level far back at June, as we wanted to see. Why do you want to see that? If we go straight to the commitment of traders report, and then let's see what we have from there and how we expect that to happen and why we want to see that happening in the market. So we can look at the commitment of traders report on the card, how it's faring, that we understand that the real players in the market are not actually the non-commercials. Okay, so if you're actually being sold on following the non-commercials alone, I think that would be wrong, and also referring to the pay, okay, which in question or in quote against the UBD, I think that would be a very wrong practice, because definitely every currency has its own movement, okay, in terms of how it's moving, okay, with respect to a particular time, okay, or then I like to explain that you want to actually be matching a very strong currency with a weaker currency in the week, and you want to be matching that that will actually give you a high probability of a very good trade, and doing that consistently will actually help you and also boost your trading life. Okay, so what do? You don't basically trade on a Monday, you look for Monday range to form, and then you wait for the low of the week to meet. So if possibly you are going to have a bullish week, definitely there must be some sort of retracement of some sort, and then you got a momentum, and then you can go to the upside. And also not forgetting to look at the daily ATR. Okay, that will also help you in actually planning your trade and also entering your trade perfectly. So we spoke about this in the students today, that we want to see the okay, as the non-commercial actually see increasing their position, we want to be seeing those actually reflecting on the card actually going up, because it is a commercial, which is a red line here, that actually promoting or moving the card anytime we have these forces coming in and we have those divergence coming in the market. And last time we actually saw in the market was when we had this was on June, okay, June and June 2019, and also on March, as you could see. So if we go straight into the chart, and then we see how everything was made on the March, and you can see here that from March it was that course, and then after this big drop, and you can see this move coming to the market, and then we have that drop course coming again, and as you can see that actually it's starting to gyre from there. So I expect it to come into testing the structure, also the structure on the longer term. That's what I expect the of the card to do. So how would it affect other currencies? Probably like the card JPY. I'm looking at affecting the card JPY. I'm looking at the card JPY. Actually, I'm only bullish bias on the card JPY, because JPY overall, since the last time we spoke about this pay, have actually been weakening, because if the NFX is going up, okay, it means that JPY is weakening. And for this kind of structure, which we teach the students in the market, that if you find a market going up suddenly with traces and continues still going up, definitely it has a reason to want to break the structure. And if this is going to happen in the market, we expect that the JPY weakness to continue further into the 2 or 3 months to come. Actually, looking at what the indicators are saying in terms of the economic status of the country. Okay, so if you're looking at this, what do we expect to see? We want to be trading more of the card yen. Okay, you want to trade more of the card yen to rise up to testing the zone. Okay, so we want to do that. We want to see the card yen actually rise up to testing the 82. Okay, which is really a cool area. Or probably we're looking at this zone. Once you don't want to take an unrealistic trade, looking at coming here to testing the zone, and that would be super awesome, and we want to see that. Okay, so let's look at here what we want to see and when we want to place our entry. If you look at this, we can see what looks like a spinning bottom, okay, or the bottom of some people might call it. So that was a very good entry, and waited for it, and that was around the 50% Fibonacci level retracement of this swing from last week pressing here. So we can see that on Wednesday, okay, this was Tuesday, all of this was Tuesday, and now we are Wednesday. So we can expect that the lows of the week have been made. Okay, so which is actually reversal patterns in the market also, and we looked at it today, and that was very awesome. So we looked at some reversal pattern in the market today, and we're looking at the low of the week being met here. So if we enter a trade here and we have a stop loss somewhere down here, if we should be able to hit that stop loss, I think that'll be time we can say, okay, guys, we're wrong for the week, and we then for next week we'll look at hitting the support before then going to a rally again. But at the moment, what I think, I just opened a buy trade here, and that's awesome, and I expect this to rally up from that point and into my because I like to teach the student that you want to actually get paid yourself. You let's see your profit here first at the zero level, okay, because definitely you want to be get get paid first, because if you're not doing that consistently, you are going to look back and going to regret not taking that action before then you can look to take your TP2. Okay, so if you're actually looking to open a 0.5, okay, in terms of lot size, 0.5 mini lot. Okay, so you can look at opening 0.25. Okay, mini lot, that will be 0.5 in 2000. You can actually take your first profit here and then look at taking second profit here. So what will I be looking to do today? I don't want to be trading the USD against any pay at all. Okay, after Monday, which we had a trade on the AUD USD sell, because overall we want to only sell the AUD this week, and we actually hit our stop loss, so we hopped out of the trade and we're not going to take any trade as regards with the USD. Okay, so if you look at what's happening in the market, and we could see that currently I would say that the USD actually is not yet out of the bigger picture in terms of the challenges which is currently facing at the moment. And if you look at what is happening with the AUD as well, so the AUD is actually in a very key structure, and we spoke about this, that the last time we had a cross on the AUD was here inside of this area. Let's look at the CO2 report to see what is happening here on the CO2 report and what we expect to do. So for the AUD, okay, so we expect those weakness coming to the AUD because of actually this cross we have here. Okay, so we expect those winners to come into the market from that cross, and if that will be the case, let's look at what we had the last time with the CO2 report and how everything was playing with the CO2 report and what we want to be doing with those phase. Okay, so we saw that on the last report that we actually saw not really a much significant change in terms of the comment of traders here, and also not a really significant change here. So what we are looking at that from June, okay, everything starts slowing down with the pay, and everything will start slowing down. So could actually go into positive. So we're looking for opportunity to see how this can actually go into a positive territory. Then once that could happen, I think that would be a nice time to actually start shorting the AUD. But overall, I want to start actually letting go of those guys in terms of how I'm going to ride the pay. Okay, so here we can see I want to see crossover to positive territory and possibly a change in momentum or a change in terms of trend. Okay, how everything is being handled. So that'll be all for today. I hope you will not miss the next presentation we are going to have, and we're going to be hosting a 7-day massive webinar, which is going to be very electrifying. We're going to teach you guys how you can actually do all this yourself and improve your trading life generally massively. So if you've not actually made a penny off of the first market, I think you're wrong. The first market actually is more than a 6.6 trillion dollars market capitalization on daily basis. So if you're not making money of the first market, I think you're wrong. I think you don't need to be trading. Okay, so definitely you need to be preparing yourself before then taking that bold step into moving into trading. So you cannot think that you can just wake up one morning and then start trading and you make money off the first market. No, it's not done. You need the proper education to actually do that, and having the proper education will actually expand your thinking, your thought, okay, on how you can actually do this successfully. Just like being a medical doctor, you don't just wake up one morning and start performing surgery before you can actually go to school. You actually need to go to school, obtain a certificate, and get a degree before you can become a medical doctor. So see you then on the 7th day. You already missed the 4 days, so if you're not there, we cannot really add you to that because we have already started and we've gone a long way. So if you're actually getting ready for the 7 days, I think that was really, really massive, and you really, really, really learn a lot of couple of stuff, and you're going to learn how you can improve your training life massively. See you then, and remain blessed.